Now, let's review.
So it's been about 30 years since I've been on a skateboard for real, so I thought to really review this electric skateboard properly, we should get an expert. So our buddy Ethan, you've seen him before on the show, he's reviewed our e-motorcycles and all sorts of things. I thought you should take over from here on this skateboard review.
Sounds like a good idea.
The woboard-s by enSkate is a very powerful electric skateboard, especially for the price. With 4 different speed modes and a top speed of 22 miles per hour. The board features an LCD screen that displays speed, distance traveled, battery level, and battery temperature. It has 84mm wheels, headlights and tail and brake lights, and a solid maple deck with a slight kicktail. It is rear-wheel drive with 2 hub motors, giving it plenty of power to climb up steep hills. With a range of 12 kilometers, a battery recharge time of 3 hours from empty to full, and weighing in at only 15 pounds or 8 kilograms, this board is a portable, affordable, and sustainable transportation alternative for urban commuters, getting around college campuses, or just going around town and running errands. It's slightly smaller than an average longboard, which makes it easy to transport and store. The woboard connects to its wireless controller through Bluetooth at the push of a button, making getting ready to ride quick and easy. There are 4 different speed settings for the board. The speed modes are changed from the controller by pressing the orange button on the front of the remote. The 4th and highest speed setting is quite fast and accelerates very quickly, so starting on a lower speed setting is highly recommended until you get the hang of how the board behaves. Throttle control is one of the most difficult aspects of riding this board. In low speed modes, rolling on the throttle gently is not a big issue, but in modes 3 and 4, the throttle wants to grab almost instantly, making it difficult to gently accelerate. It uses a joystick controller, which can be kind of touchy. A more gradual throttle control, specifically a thumb wheel for this controller, would be a welcome upgrade. Additionally, the board has regenerative braking, which is engaged by pulling down on the joystick on the controller. The default braking setting is very aggressive, and it is extremely difficult to slow down gently without a lot of practice. This having been said, there is a woboard app that can connect to the board, which lets you control the acceleration and braking curves with 4 levels of adjustability. I chose to decrease the braking curve so that the board wouldn't stop as quickly, and this did help with making the brakes more manageable. I chose to keep the throttle curve all the way up because bringing it down decreases the overall acceleration of the board. This would be helpful when learning, but the quick acceleration is one of the more fun parts of riding once you have the experience. The app also contains information about the board, such as current, average, and maximum speed, trip distance, and overall distance traveled. It also allows the user to switch between metric and imperial units. But when we did this, the change in units only displayed on the app and not on the board's built-in screen.
How's it going, Ethan?
Pretty good.
All right, so what's the next thing you want to do on this thing?
I want to test the range. I want to see how far we can go on this.
Nice. All right, let's do it.
The stated range was kind of confusing, as it said 12 kilometers on one page of the woboard website and 12 miles on another. So I tested the range by riding the woboard at medium to fast speeds on flat streets, sidewalks, and some easy hills. What I found was that the woboard has a real-life range of around 12 kilometers or 7.5 miles. Pros. I really enjoyed riding this electric skateboard. It has fantastic power that can handle hills up to a 20% grade effortlessly, and awesome torque for really letting rip. It's a ridiculously fun alternative to propelling yourself on a longboard with your foot. Regen braking makes it a breeze and even helps recharge your battery instead of wearing out the soles of your shoes. This board has a great deck build and a nice design for the battery pack integration. The wheels grip well, and the grip tape on the deck works really well too. enSkate managed to keep the board lightweight, even with the battery and motor integration. It's easy to turn on the board's headlights and rear lights by pressing down on the throttle control, and I love that you can turn the board on by just rolling it forward. Improvements that could be made. The same can't be said for the app, which took time to get up and running. More clear indicators of what speed mode you are in would be preferable as well. enSkate included these so-called shock absorbers, which are really just softer replacement bushings. After having changed the bushings, the board became less stable at higher speeds, but was easier to turn at lower speeds. In this price range, there are many electric skateboards to choose from. Be aware that many of the selections are smaller size boards, which may not be as stable to ride as the woboard. If your commute is within the 12-kilometer range of the woboard-s, then it could be a perfect mode of transportation for getting around campus or just cruising through the city.
Thanks for watching. Now let's review. For more tech reviews, subscribe below. Please like, share, and comment any tech you'd like to see us review in the future.